This is Lady Lions Blue. We got Jay Bird for Lady Lions Blue coming up to kick in the leadoff spot. And she looks at ball number 1 to count 1-0. The ball goes a little outside for ball number 2. Fatal shaking her head as she pitches. And it goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. The count now 2-1. Pitcher pitches. Jay Bird kicks down the third base line and it hugs. Lady D makes a throw and it is late. She is called safe. Jay Bird goes off to base number 2 and she makes it in safely for a double. We have Isha up to kick in the number 2 slot. Fatal pitches. It goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. That's 1 ball, no strikes, no outs in the first inning. The ball goes a little outside for ball number 1. The count 1-1. Blue calls that a little too high for ball number 2. Count 2-1, no outs. Pitcher pitches. Isha kicks straight to the pitcher. A little miscommunication on the defense. And Jay Bird advances to 3. We have runners on the corners, 1 and 3. As Mo comes at the kick. The ball goes a little outside for ball number 1. Mo kicks. And Jay Bird comes in for the score. Lady Lions Blue go up 1-0. We have runners now on 1 and 2. As Multiverse comes up to kick in the number 4 position. And she looks at that as it goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. Fatal pitches. Multiverse kicks. And it goes over the fence for strike number 2. We have runners on 1 and 2. Multiverse up to kick. She kicks. It goes high up in the air. They call. Another one bites the dust. They call the runners back to 1 and 2. We have 1 out. The kicker kicks. And the pitcher holds the ball as the bases are loaded. As Tay Brule comes up to kick. The ball goes a little outside for ball number 1. And that's out number 2 with the bases loaded as Motor City K comes up to kick. This could be a game changer as Fatal pitches for ball number 1. Bases loaded, 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And that's ball number 2. Fatal has to do something right here. Motor City K, what you gonna do? Look at it for strike number 1. That's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs at the top of the first. Fatal pitches, and she looks at it for strike number 2. We got a full count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This can be a game changer right here as the pitcher pitches. And she kicks. And she's safe. Lady Lions Blue leading now 2-0. Bases are loaded as Big Mish goes up to kick. There's a little confusion on the green defense. And 2 runs come in for Lady Lions Blue, and they now lead 4-0. And we're now back at the top of the blue lineup with Jaybird. The pitcher pitches, and she kicks it, and it hugs down the third base line, and Lady D gets the last out of the inning. That's Lady Lions Blue 4, Lady Lions Green 0 as we go into the bottom of the first.
I'ma make a toast cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow, just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam, I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron while I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect them. I made the call, it was just like I'm reffing. I know we left, yeah, now we back together, but I guess that is better now. Later than never, like, what's happening? I'ma need y'all quit asking when. Me and my wife gon' have some kids. Right now we just practicing. Teacher said quit rapping, man. That gon' hurt my average. I said thank God I ain't average.
Lady Lions Blue on defense as they start the bottom of the first up 4-0. Lady Lions Green Burr starting off in the top of the lineup. Green needs to get some runs to make this. She kicks by the pitcher and the throw is late and she's called safe. We have Firecracker coming up in the number 2 spot with a runner on first. Mo pitches. And she kicks down the first base line. There's a little bit of confusion on defense. We see the green coaches going a little crazy on the sidelines, trying to get their players' attention. As Scorpio comes up to kick in the number 3 spot, Mo gets ready to pitch. As she pitches, and she kicks, and it goes foul for strike number 1. That's no balls, 1 strike, no outs, runners on 1 and 2. Scorpio looks at that go a little outside for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runners on 1 and 2 as Mo pitches her third pitch. It goes straight towards the pitcher. They throw towards first and they get her out. And Burr comes in as Scorpio gets a sacrifice. And green scores, and the score is now 4-1, and a runner is on third. The runner is out at first. Lady D coming to kick in the cleanup spot. She has a runner on 3. She sees, she kicks towards the pitcher. Firecracker takes off, and she runs in, standing up for the next score, and that is a sacrifice from Lady D. We have Lady Lions blue 4, Lady Lions green 3, and we have 2 outs. Bases are clear as Boss Lady leads us off. I said 2? Sorry. That is Lady Lions blue 4, Lady Lions green 2. And we have 2 outs. And that ball goes a little bit to the outside for ball number 1. She taps it, it goes towards the pitcher, but Isha scoops it up. She fumbles just a little bit, and Boss Lady makes it in safe as Ecstasy comes up to kick with a runner on first. Mo pitches, and she looks at it, goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. Pitcher pitches. She kicks down the first base line. Ecstasy takes off. But a little miscommunication on the blue defense, and she makes it in safely. We got runners on 1 and 2 as no pressure comes up to kick. It's no pressure as you could bust this game wide open. Time runs on the bases. The pitcher pitches. It goes a little outside for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs at the bottom of the first. No pressure, no pressure. As the ball goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. What, Mo, are you going to do, Mo? As no pressure kicks the ball down 1. And Isha tags her out for out number 3. That's Lady Lions blue 4, Lady Lions green 2 as we go to the top of the second. We at the top of the second as Isha comes up to kick. The ball goes a little to the outside for ball number 1. It goes a little outside for ball number 2. That's 2 balls, no strikes, no outs at the top of the second. Isha taps it down the third base line. The Charger makes no throw, and she makes it in safe. As Mo comes up to kick. In the first inning, she had a run kicked in. And we're going to see what she's going to do right here as Fatal pitches, and it goes a little outside for ball number 1. She has a runner on first with no outs. And she taps it down the third base line. Firecracker grabs the ball, and she throws it to 2. And she is called safe. Isha is safe at 2. We have runners on 1 and 2 as Multiverse comes up to kick. Multiverse looks at her first kick, and she kicks it straight to the pitcher, but no throw is made. We have the bases loaded as Cutie Pie comes up to kick. Cutie Pie kicks it up in the air, and Lady D gets that runner out. Bases are loaded as Tay Brûlée comes up to kick. She bunts it down the first base line. And Boss Lady gets the out at first for out number 2, but a run scores. The runner is out at first. We have runners on 2 and 3 as Motor City K comes up to kick. She got a run kicked in the first inning, and we're going to see what she's going to do right now as Fatal pitches. And she pitches straight to the pitcher, and Firecracker tags her out for out number 3. And the score is now Lady Lions Blue 5, Lady Lions Green 2 as we go into the bottom of the second.
To the church, my folks and friends, listen to these words. See God save me from myself when no one else was around, and it was only by His grace, His mercy, His favor, 'cause I know I don't deserve all the love He showed.
We go into the bottom of the second. Lady Lions Blue 5, Lady Lions Green 2 as Fatal Fury comes up to kick, number 88, and Mo pitches. It hits the top of that corner for strike number 1. That's no balls, 1 strike, no outs. She pitches again and goes straight in the air to the pitcher, and she catches it for out number 1. As Queen Ty comes up to kick. Mo pitches. Ty kicks it straight to the pitcher, and Mo says, "Not in my house." That's strike. That's out number 2. Blue looking to have 3 up, 3 down here at the bottom of the second as Killer Q comes up to kick. And she taps it. Mo catches it, and she throws it to the first baseman. And that's out number 3. That's 3 up, 3 down for Lady Lions Blue as they go to the top of the third.
PMJ.
I got it, I got it. Yeah. We got it, we got it. Yeah, yeah. Verse.
Jehovah Jireh. You've been my provider. And you're my rider. You've been with me through the fire. No worries 'cause you got me. Giving up not likely. No, the devil can't stop me. 'Cause I'm walking in my victory.
We're here at the top of the third. Lady Lions Blue leads 5-2 as Big Meech looks at the ball, goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. She looked like she wanted to pick that ball up. As she looks at, kicks the ball straight to the pitcher, and Fatal Fury throws it to Boss for out number 1. We're back at the top of the Lady Blue lineup with Jaybird coming up to kick. It hits the corner for strike number 1. Fatal pitches, and she kicks it straight up in the air. Firecracker gets it. She throws it to first in time for out number 2. Lady Lions Green wants to return the favor with 3 up, 3 down. Let's see if they can do it right here as Isha comes up to kick. Fatal pitches a little outside for ball number 1. Isha said, not in my house. She's going to kick it down that third base line and get on first base. Let's see if she's going to do it. She kicks it, and it's bobbled, and she gets on first base. Ref says she kicked it with a thigh. She came back for strike number 1. And she looks at it go down for strike number 2. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lady Lions Green said 3 up, 3 down. Let's see. And she is thrown out by Fatal Fury, and they say 3 up, 3 down here at the bottom of the 3rd. Lions Blue leads 5-2.
I've been messed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Running faster, I can't slow down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Cause I've been blessed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now. Running faster, I can't slow down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine.
We're here at the bottom of the 3rd as Lady Lions Green try to get on the board. And we're back at the top of the Lady Lion Green lineup with Burr coming up to kick. And she kicks it down by the third base line. The green coach catches it, so I don't know if that's an out or not. She shoots it right past the pitcher, and she makes it in safe on first base as Firecracker comes up to kick. She has a runner on first. As Mo pitches. And it's a little too high for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, no strikes, no outs with a runner on first. Firecracker looking to have a spark here. And it goes a little outside for ball number 2. That's 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. And Mo pitches. And Firecracker looks at it, goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. That's 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Mo pitches. I don't know why she's looking at it, but that's strike number 2. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes, a full count, runner on first. Looking to make a spark, Firecracker. And she kicks and misses for strike number 3. That is 1 out. As Mo pitches. Scorpio kicks it down the first base line. It goes foul. And that is a strike as the runners go back. That's no balls, one strike, one out. Mo pitches. And it hits the corner for strike number 2. That's no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitcher pitches, kicker kicks, and it goes foul for out number 2. Lady D comes up to kick in the first inning. She had a run kicked in. We're going to see what she's going to do right here. She kicks it straight to the pitcher. It bounces off of her chest, and the runner makes it in safe. And Lady Lions Green score to now make the score 5-3. Runners advance. Lady D kicked the triple, and she's on third right now as Boss Lady comes up to kick. With 2 outs here at the bottom of the third. As Mo pitches. And she kicks down the third base line. We got runners on the corners as Ecstasy comes up to kick with 2 outs. Go ahead run on third. And she kicks it up in the air. And it goes foul. That's strike number 1. That's no balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. With runners on the corners. Lady Lions blue defense on their toes as Mo pitches. And she kicks. Isha's looking at the ball and misses it. That could have been out number 3. But instead it's strike number 2. We got runners on the corners with 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ecstasy looks at the pitch, and she kicks it straight to the pitcher, and she throws it in time. And that run did not count as Lady Lions Blue leads 5-3 as we go to the top of the 4th.
They gazed in the sky, endowed with power, so when they faced with a trial, they would not cower, not faint, not bow, or pout face, be his mouthpiece even when under attack, and do outreach, cause Jesus is coming for back.
We're here at the top of the 4th as Mo comes up to kick. Lady Lions Blue leading 5-3. Fatal pitches down the third base line. Firecracker taps the ball and makes no throw as Mo makes it in safe. As Multiverse comes up to kick with a runner on first and no outs. The pitcher pitches. And the ball goes down the third base line, foul for strike number 1. That's no balls, 1 strike, no outs with a runner on first. As the pitcher pitches, Multiverse kicks straight to the pitcher. She looks with no play, and the runners come in safe at 1 and 2. As Cutie Pie comes up to kick, she has runners on 1 and 2, deciding what she's gonna do. As the kicker kicks it down the first base line, she makes a throw to first, but she's safe. And they get it back to the pitcher as all the bases are loaded right now as Tay Brule comes up to kick. We have no outs. No outs, bases loaded. And Tay Brule takes the first pitch as a strike. That's no balls, 1 strike, no outs, bases loaded here at the top of the 4th. That ball had some spin on it, but it went outside for ball number 1. That's 1 and 1, no outs. And Tay Brule takes the third pitch, and she kicks it. And no play is made as a runner comes in. As Blue now leads 6-3. Here at the top of the 4th with no outs. Bases loaded. Motor City K comes up to kick. In the first inning, she had 2 runs kicked in. And we're going to see what she's going to do right now as she looks at the first pitch for strike number 1. Pitcher pitches. And she looks at it again for strike number 2. Bases loaded, 0 balls, 2 strikes. Ball goes a little outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Pitcher pitches. And Blue comes in with another run. They now lead 7-3. As the pitcher pitches, it goes down the third base line and it goes foul for strike number 1. Bases are loaded as Big Meech comes up to kick. Big Meech says she's going to have a game changer right here as she kicks it to the pitcher. And they have their first, Lady Lions Green has their first out of the inning. Bases are loaded as we go back to the top of the Blue lineup with Jaybird coming up to kick. Lady Lions Blue leads 7-3 as Jaybird takes the first pitch for a strike. That's no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here at the top of the 4th. Pitcher pitches. It goes a little outside for ball number 1. Pitcher pitches. It hits the corner for strike number 2. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded as the pitcher pitches. It goes down the third base line. She tags the runner as she comes into home for out number 2. As Green calls for a timeout.
I'm getting hungry, it's time to eat. Let the competition feed this beast. Line them up, knock them down. Built from nothing all the way up, breaking this ground. Whoa, growing bigger. Whoa.
Lady Lions Green has a defensive pitching change as we go into the bottom of the fourth, as no pressure comes in to pitch with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Blue told Green to wait on him as we start here with pitch number 1. It goes a little outside for ball number 1. There's no pressure as we have bases loaded and 2 outs. And the ball is kicked straight to the Charger. And they throw it to the hind catcher for out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. Lady Lions Blue 7, Lady Lions Green 3. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. As no pressure is up to kick, that ball hugs the third base line as she runs in safely to first. As Fatal Fury comes up to kick. Lady Lions Blue trying to hold their lead 7-3 as Fatal Fury kicks it straight to the pitcher. They throw it the first and get her out at the first base as she advances the runner to 2. As Queen Ty comes up to kick. No balls, no strikes, and 1 out. Runner on 2. As Lady Lions Blue call for a timeout.
I'm on fire, I'm hot to the touch. Strike like a match, I'm burning up. I'm on fire, no you can't get enough. So wired, lightning in my veins. Cranking it up cause I like the pain. I'm on fire, so hot to the touch. Hot to the touch. I was made to win. Look out, I'm going in. I'm a living.
We're back at the bottom of the 4th with a runner on 2nd and 1 out as Queen Ty comes up to kick. The ball goes a little outside for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Pitcher pitches. Queen Ty kicks. And it goes foul for strike number 1. That's 1-1, 1 out. As the pitcher pitches, Queen Ty kicks. And the ball goes foul for strike number 2. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out with a runner on 2nd. As the pitcher pitches, and she kicks it right in the middle of the hole and makes it into first safely. We now have runners on 1 and 2 as Killer Q comes up to kick with 1 out. This could be a game changer right here for Lady Lions Green. Mo pitches. And Killer Q looks at it for strike number 1. Mo pitches. She kicks it straight to the pitcher. And they throw it to third for out number 2. We have runners on 1 and 2 as we're back at the top of the Lady Lions Green lineup as Burr comes up to kick. Green needs to do something right here as Lady Lions Blue leads 7-3. The ball goes out a little bit for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. As Mo pitches. And it goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. Mo pitches. It goes a little outside for ball number 2. That's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here at the bottom of the 4th. We got runners on 1 and 2. Burr up the kick. And Mo pitches. And she kicks it. The hind catcher throws it at the kicker. And misses her as the bases are loaded as Firecracker comes up to kick. Time run up at the plate with bases loaded. 2 outs. Lady Lions Blue defense on their toes as Mo pitches. And it goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. That's no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded here at the bottom of the 4th. She kicks it. It goes foul for strike number 2. No pressure, Firecracker, as we have bases loaded. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. She kicks it. It goes right in the gap. And a run comes in. It goes into the outfield. Runners are running. She's looking. Green is yelling. And she makes it in safely to third. And Lady Lions Green puts some points on the board. We now have Lady Lions Blue 7, Lady Lions Green 6 here at the bottom of the 4th. With Scorpio up to kick. Go ahead, run up at the plate. She has a runner on third. The score is now 7-6. The ball goes a little to the outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And it goes outside again for ball number 2. That's 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Mo got to do something right here. And she pitches. Scorpio kicks. It goes in between the runner's legs as a Lady Lions Green gets on the board. And is now tied 7-7 here at the bottom of the 4th. They saying this is truly the game of the week. Lady Lions Blue versus Lady Lions Green with a runner on first. Lady D up to kick. She kicks down the third base line as it goes foul for strike number 1. That's no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here at the bottom of the 4th. That's 1-1, 2 outs with a runner on first with Lady D up to kick. As Mo pitches. And it hits the corner for strike number 2. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lady D has a runner on first. And she kicks it and it's fair. And she makes it into first safely as Scorpio rounds. she is called out as she was trying to be a little too aggressive. Lady Lions Green and Lady Lions Blue are now tied as we go to the top of the 5th.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up.
Did count at the bottom of the 4th because it was not a 4, so Lady Lions Green lead 7-8. If Lady Lions Blue does not score here, the game is over. So they have to get some points on the board. And it hits the corner for strike number 1. Lady Lions Green looking to get a 3 up, 3 down to end this game. It goes outside for ball number 1. That's ball, 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. As she kicks it, Lady D catches it, picks it up, and she is called out as the ball taps her. The defense had a little fumble there, but they recovered and got the out at second. I don't know if they were trying to do that, but it happened. Is this Cutie Pie? As Cutie Pie comes up to kick, Fatal was trying to aim for the fences as that ball went a little too high for ball number 1. She pitches again, a little outside for ball number 2. That's 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Lady Lions Blue trying to fight back as they're down by 1. Cutie Pie kicks to the first baseman. She throws it to first. Her right fielder comes in to assist for out number 2. Lady Lions Green need 1 more out to end this game as Tay Brule comes up to kick. She kicks it straight to the charger with no play, and she makes it in safe. Motor City K says, "This is my day," as she comes up to kick. The tying run on first. Go ahead run at the plate as Fatal pitches, and it goes over the corner for strike number 1. That's 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here at the top of the 5th. And she hits again for strike number 2. That's no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with another pitch. She kicks it. It goes straight in front of her, and she gets hit with her own ball and is called out. That is the end of the game. Lady Lions Green 8, Lady Lions Blue 7. This is truly an exciting game of the week. Here at Southeast Athletic Center here in DeKalb County, Lithonia, Georgia.
I ain't never quit, man, I ain't never ran.
we don't go for that when it comes to the land. I won't never fail, cause it's always just a lesson. And I bounce back just so I can get my blessing. Mental fortitude, yeah, that's a great weapon. And the only thing that's gonna allow you to keep stepping. Key to the game is it's all about perception. Take a second for reflection. Whoa. We never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail, we never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail, we never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail, we never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail. It ain't in my blood, it ain't in my pedigree, always on point, bottom of the letter V, gotta get quiet. Gotta get the celery, never tuck and tail. Mama wouldn't let it be. Big game hunting, no reason for the stunt. I would never say what it was if it wasn't. Key to the game is it's all about perception. Take a second for reflection. Whoa. We never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail, we never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail, we never quit, we never fail. We never run, we never tuck tail, we never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail. Nobody ever made it by running from opposition. You gotta face your fears in order to keep the wheel spinning. So no matter what happens, you can never quit. And even if you don't listen, I needed to hear this. Whoa. We never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail, we never quit, we never fail, we never run, we never tuck tail, we never quit,